honestly, like, it's getting hot.
It's cooking in here.
It's starting to get warm. We're gonna start sweating.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
We going for it?
That's funny.
We're going for it. All right, guys.
Good
morning,
motherfuckers.
Woo! That just, it sprayed backwards into my face.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
That's good. My favorite one.
Raspberry Twist, brought to you by Babe by Bucked Up.
All right, guys. Welcome
Double time.
to the first episode of Good Morning, Motherbuckers.
Yeah.
Excited to be
Thank
here.
you. So
Long time
excited
coming.
to be here.
Finally.
Finally making it happen. Today we're going to be talking about one of the more controversial topics in the health and fitness space, which is muscle gain and fat loss, and can they happen at the same time? So we're going to go through nutrition, training factors, and the population that actually can achieve this simultaneously. So we're going to dig through all the details of that. But before we get into that, we wanted to highlight brand new product
Yes.
sitting on the table in front of us, Black Ant.
Oh,
What do you guys think of Black Ant?
I
so far?
love it. I'm loving Black Ant so far. I've been able to experience a full clinical dose, the 2 scoops.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I know when they debriefed us on it, it's supposed to give you a euphoric feeling.
Uh-huh.
And I totally felt that. I was driving to the gym, windows down, and I felt so good about everything that I was doing.
Dude,
it was
that's
great,
awesome.
great flavor, and the pump, diabolical. So love the Black Ant. Love
Yeah.
it.
I'm a huge fan because of the ingredients. I think they did their research, and I love the fact that it has like rip factor, creosol, creatine, all these things that's going to help with strength and the euphoria, like that mood boosting.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked. Yeah.
I also thought it was really cool that Ryan brought in the guys that helped formulate it to educate all of us on it.
Absolutely.
And make sure we all knew what we were talking about because we're the ones doing most of the messaging.
Yes.
So that we got kind of that debrief, especially since it's so unique and such a different formula for Bucked Up. But
Agreed.
I'm interested to see how everyone else likes it since it's the first pre-workout that has creatine in it.
Yeah.
Fuck, it just started going crazy.
Put a little pause on this note. So have you tried it?
I've tried it, but not before a workout. So I've taste tested it, but I
Gotcha.
haven't had the opportunity to take it before a workout, so I can't speak on that. But I've heard nothing but positive things from everyone that has tried it.
Yeah.
People are pretty excited about it.
It definitely helps with your strength, and it gives you that just like overall good feeling.
And I do feel like it fits the Bucked Up voice, the Bucked Up personality so well. Like it
Totally.
was a really cool new
Awesome
step.
product.
new product.
100%. And since there's creatine in it, the more consistently you take it, the more likely you are to reap the benefits of taking that daily creatine serving. So
Yeah.
that's really cool as well.
Do you double up on your creatine when you're taking Black Ant?
If I take my Black Ant, I'm good for the day. It's got
Okay.
the full serving in there.
Yeah.
It has all 5 grams of creatine. So if I don't take Black Ant, then I'll take my creatine. But if I'm drinking Black Ant, I know that I'm getting that clinical dose. I'm getting that rip factor. There's a bunch of other ingredients, like you guys have been saying, that just amplify your whole gym experience.
Yeah. I think I'm most excited about Rip Factor that they put in it.
It's so cool.
Yeah. There's like really good clinical studies done on Rip Factor that it increases strength and endurance. So it's just going to overall help you get the results that you want. So,
Yeah, and hopefully by the time we record our next episode, we have the clinical trials back from what school are they doing it at again? It's
The University of Auburn?
I think it is University of Auburn where they're doing the clinical
On
study.
Black Ant
on Black Ant
specifically.
Yeah,
The
the
whole
whole
formula.
formula.
yeah, which is awesome.
So we'll have to dive into that a little bit more when we get that back. But
Agreed.
I do feel like Black Ant's a great product to have on this episode since we're talking about fat loss and muscle gain and having them happen simultaneously. Jake, what are your thoughts on nutrition?
I think nutrition plays the biggest role when you're trying to change your body composition simultaneously. Did I say that right? Simultaneously?
Simultaneously?
Simultaneously.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
So, yeah, I do think nutrition plays a huge role when you're trying to lose weight and build muscle at the same time. It's going to be probably one of the biggest factors because calories and all your macros, all that's going to become like into play. So,
Specifically, what part of your nutrition? Like, are you talking like protein
Yeah.
intake? Is that kind of like a driving factor?
I would say that's probably one of the most important things you want to focus on when you're trying to build muscle is increase your protein. And especially if you're also trying to lose fat at the same time, right? So the majority of your calories should come from protein when you're trying to do both. And By doing that, I think you'll see the results you want.
I feel like something that people complain about a lot is hitting their protein goals when they're in a deficit. Because when you're
Yes.
already cutting back on calories and you're already like hungry, like hitting those protein, like it's easy to get snacky food to fill in all the gaps or to hit those goals. But what do you tell people when they're like trying to hit those protein goals?
I think I think it's great to supplement protein, like our buck feed protein we have here at Bucked Up. Definitely going to help you hit those protein goals. And I also think it's very important that you pay attention to the quality of the protein. So here at Bucked Up, we have a really high quality protein powder, but also just the quality of your food. I think it's so important to get like a high quality chicken or high quality beef because like it's more so not about like the food you eat, but it's about like what your food eats, if that makes sense.
It definitely does. And
Yeah.
I think that's definitely where a lot of people struggle. They'll feel like they're making a health conscious decision in getting chicken or just the first thing they can find at the store. But it might not be super high quality chicken or beef or whatever ingredient they're buying. So where would they go maybe to find that? Like a different grocery store?
Yeah, I would suggest finding a organic Whole Foods or some type of grocery store that's going to have more of that grass-fed, grass-finished beef or antibiotic-free chicken. Usually nowadays, most grocery stores do carry that. You just kind of have to look and have an eye out for it. But that higher quality food is going to make a big difference, even in your carbs and even in your fats. So it's not just about protein. It's about doing all three and making sure that you're getting just the higher quality of all three together.
I'm gonna kind of like say a controversial opinion on this.
Yeah.
I think you can still reach those fat loss goals while eating lower quality foods. I think you can track your macros in a way that like you're gonna lose fat and gain muscle, but you're gonna feel like crap.
Yes.
And I think that's kind of what you're getting at is if you want to be successful long term and like feel great, you have to kind of focus on fueling your body correctly. Because I know I've done cuts or like diets where I'm just eating, protein bars or just like low quality egg, whatever I'm eating. I'm not focused on organic or all that stuff, but I felt like crap.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking lots of diet soda and like lots of things that just are fillers. And you feel bad, but you will lose the weight realistically. So you can do it that way, but if you want to feel good and have it be a long lasting change, I think to your point.
100%. I totally agree with that. I think it's you feel good to look good is the motto that I roll by. So I think the higher quality food has better micronutrients, which is going to make you feel better. It's going to make you perform better. So and especially in exercise, which I think we're going to lead into now, right?
Yeah. Because the training is the other half of it.
100%.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like when you're able to train, when you feel your best, you're going to be able to bring that 110% every day more consistently, which is going to bring those results as well. When you're just able to consistently show up, work out hard, feel good because you're eating well, you're going to get those results.
Yeah. What would you suggest to somebody that's like starting out that has that goal to build muscle and lose fat? Q, what do you think?
Yeah, I think if you're starting out, you got to focus on weight training and resistance training and progressive overload. So week by week, you want to pick a solid split that you're doing with good compound movements, build up on those workouts, continue to add weight week by week, and your body will change. You'll build muscle, and the more muscle tissue you have, the more your metabolism will increase, which will burn more fat in turn. So that's where you're going to start recomping and looking more muscular while losing weight and burning fat.
Amazing. I so agree with that. The more muscle you have, the more fat you're going to burn. So start weight training. Start lifting those weights.
100%. And you can definitely still focus on cardio because it's great to train your cardiovascular system, but it shouldn't be your main priority. Your main priority should be building muscle. So I think a good rule of thumb would be maybe shoot for 3 cardio sessions a week, 30 minutes, light intensity, but your main priority should be that resistance training, progressive overload, lifting weights.
Yeah, I love that. And I would totally agree.
With that too, how are you tracking your progress? Like, because when you're putting on muscle, you're obviously gaining weight as well, but you're you just said, like, you're looking different, you're looking more muscular. How would you tell somebody that they should be tracking their progress? Because the scale is probably not going to be where they should be looking.
Yeah, I think it's great to just take a mental note if you can, or bring a journal, start in blank notes in your notes app, and write down the weight that you're doing and how many reps, and just keep track of it as you keep going and trying harder and pushing yourself. And then you can look back at it and determine whether or not you're gaining strength, or if you need to do something different or try to go heavier the next session.
Yeah.
I have all my clients use photos.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
like a progress
photos-
photo, too.
yeah. That's a
progress
great
photo. Because that's how you can really see the body change and the body composition actually go from, could be overweight to more muscular. And then, like you said, the scale could literally stay the same, but they have more muscle. So taking a photo
Or it could go up.
It could go up,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And so taking a photo is essential for that, seeing your progress, 100%.
Yeah. And I feel like we've been talking about all of these things to beginners, but it's not just beginners that can recomp, because you're not going to recomp right now. You're going to bulk or cut because it would be a waste of your time, right? You'd be such minuscule change. But maybe someone that is overweight would also be able to recomp. Would it be the same recommendations that you guys would have for someone that was overweight versus someone that was a beginner?
And by, let me just make sure I understand you correctly. By recomp, you mean change your body, right?
Yeah. I guess we haven't even fully said recomp in this whole podcast, but the idea of gaining muscle and losing body fat is a recomposition of your body, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask that again then.
Yes.
People trying to recomp, obviously beginners, people that have never weight trained before, they're perfect for this. But overweight people, someone that's got a lot of body fat, they can also go through this. But would it be the same protocol like that you guys were talking about? Or would it be anything be different?
I mean, as far as training goes, I think I'd keep it pretty much the same protocol. Get that light cardio in, but focus on building that muscle tissue, which is going to, like I said, increase the metabolism and burn those calories more efficiently in the long run. And then I'm sure Jake will attest to this, making sure you're eating clean, eating in a caloric deficit. And that's what's going to help you lose fat.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's really good to kind of alternate your days on being in a caloric deficit and being in a caloric surplus. And I think that's like the best way to ultimately build muscle and lose fat, is do it within the same week. So there's a few days out of the week that you pick. You're going to say, hey, I'm going to do a caloric deficit day, meaning I'm going to eat a little bit less. I'm doing a little bit less strength training that day, a little bit more cardio on those days. And then on the days that you're actually putting more effort into the gym and resistance training, to kind of up your protein, up your calories those days, and be more in like a caloric surplus.
Yeah.
So I think ultimately, to kind of answer your question, it really depends where you're at in your journey on how hard you go in the gym, right? So you don't want to go too hard too soon. So kind of starting it out in the basics, like Q was saying, and then ultimately with the nutrition aspect, starting it out with focusing on protein and your calories. And then as you get more into it, to focus on the quality and where you're getting your food and all that. And the supplements. Well, I mean, supplements are always great to have from the get-go.
Yeah. This is completely off script, so I'm just going to throw this at you guys. But I actually was just thinking, over the last 6 months, I've gone through a recomposition.
Totally.
With how I've changed my diet and my workout structure. My body's completely recomped. And I'm probably more an advanced lifter.
100%.
But it just takes so much more time. And like the scale change has been so minuscule, but I definitely, because I take a lot of progress pictures, I definitely look very different than I looked at the beginning of the year. But it just takes so much longer if you spend more time in the gym to do those recompositions, where someone that's new or overweight, it's going to be pretty dramatic change. I think that was the point I was trying to make ultimately.
I see what you're saying. So you're, sorry.
No, you're
didn't mean
good.
to cut you
I'm
off.
done.
So you're saying that as an expert or somebody who has been going to the gym, it's a little bit more of a slower process to see that progress or body recomposition. Whereas if somebody's just starting out, they're going to see a little bit of a quicker results. They're going to see quicker results.
Yeah, it's kind of why I was poking at Q earlier, just saying like, you're not going to recomp because he's going to bulk and cut because he wants to use his time more efficiently. And that's going to get him the most bang for his buck is like, he's going to bulk right now, get huge, diet down, and it's going to be way better for him because he's been in the gym for a long time.
Oh,
I didn't
got you.
necessarily care to like do it fast. And so, yeah, I'm going to go for the long recomposition. But
I see what you're saying.
realistically, full circle, everyone can recomp their bodies. It's just what does your timeline look like?
Absolutely, everyone
Yes.
can do it. And I think it's nice to point out that no matter where you are in your stage of lifting, whether you're super experienced or a newbie, those small changes and consistency is what is going to bring the results. And you have to keep showing up. And even just those small tweaks that add up over time is really cool and just what makes the gym so beneficial.
Yeah.
I agree. So just to kind of sum it all up, you can bulk and cut at the same time, but ultimately, depending on where you're at in your journey, it'll take longer or slower.
Yeah. And just take a look of what your goals are. My goals, I
Yeah.
guess, were I don't want to make any dramatic lifestyle changes. So I don't want to go through a huge bulk or a huge cut.
Yeah.
Because it does take sacrifice to do those things because you're going to have to be fluffy or you're going to have to diet really hard for a little bit of
Yeah.
time. And that's hard to do.
I agree.
Whereas like the option of recomping, I knew it was going to take a long time, but
Yeah.
it was gradual. And like you were saying, the small changes add up over time. So yeah, to summarize, anyone can recomp, anyone can bulk and cut. It's just, you got to look at your experience level, look at your timeline when you want to achieve certain things, and look at your resources.
And maybe I'm wrong, but taking that extra time to recomp and it almost builds a more taking that time to recomp, like you get more for your tissue. Like your tissue will change more and it'll make a real change. Like it has a long-term change.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You can
And
bulk
cut
up
really aggressively
and cut
too. It's-
aggressively. Like
Yeah, you lose a lot of muscle.
yeah, you can lose muscle, but when you take the time to do it slow, I feel like it just is more naturally you're like resting. Your resting physique is what it is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, though.
Yeah.
Like it'll last you longer.
Yeah.
At like a slower process.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like you'll make real.
Well, I think
Your tissue will really change and kind of like stay that way.
mature muscle tissue.
Yeah. Like yeah exactly.
Myelonuclei.
Yeah, well, and I kind of along what you're saying, like when you cut really aggressively, like for bodybuilding shows or whatever, you're sacrificing a lot of muscle tissue. Whereas if you're willing to take it slow and either slowly build or slowly cut, you can maintain a lot more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
That's what
taking
I'm trying to say.
creatine or supplements that are going to help support you are going to help a ton.
Yeah. In your
Totally.
recomposition phase that you've been kind of doing over this last, 6-7 months.
Yeah.
What are some of the go-to supplements that you've used in your experience?
Well, 2 products specifically. I love the protein powder. I love
Yeah.
buckfeed specifically
Okay.
for making creamies. 'Cause I can't go without a sweet treat at night.
Yeah.
And I know I'm like hitting my protein goals if I'm
Cool.
supplementing protein. I try to get most of my protein through Whole Foods, but
Right.
especially for women, it's kind of hard because your deficit usually has to be pretty deep if you're trying to, or pretty low. It's
Yeah.
hard to hit those protein goals. So I do end up supplementing a lot of protein, but also creatine. I've been so good about creatine for years because not even for building muscle, but for maintaining. And you work really hard to build muscle. And
Yeah.
I've been training less recently, and so it's been even more important for me to take creatine. I go through phases, but I'm definitely trying to be consistent right now because I think it's huge for maintaining muscle tissue.
I agree. I also really like, have you ever tried HMB?
You've told me about to take
Yeah.
it before, but no.
Have you ever tried HMB?
I haven't. No, I have not.
You're a big fan though, right?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Here at Bucked Up, we have HMB. It's one of those like underrated supplements that I think can really help hold on to muscle tissue when you're in a caloric deficit. So utilizing it can ultimately help you build muscle when you're in a deficit, or even if your goals are to build muscle and you're in a caloric surplus, you'll be able to utilize the HMB to its full benefit too.
Yeah.
So
That's
think it's
super
really
cool.
good.
I
Yeah.
think that sounds like a slept-on supplement, something that you would never even think of. Everyone thinks
Yeah.
of protein powder, creatine, pre-workout.
There's so many
There's
of
so
those
many.
at
There's
Bucked
so
Up.
many.
There's stuff that I'm like, I can't believe I didn't know Bucked Up made that.
yeah,
Yeah, and
The
they're
Essential line
being
has so much great stuff.
all those
Caffeine pills even.
vitamins, Yeah,
that is so true.
the brain gain, like
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
our
stuff
brain
is so
pump.
cool.
Yeah, tons of different things. We also have like pump. Our entire pump line is just great in general. Just increasing your blood flow is going to help with nutrient delivery, oxygen delivery. It's going to help with recovery, all those things.
Every time I think of pump, I just think of that golden era photo shoot we did with Q, like almost 2 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite shoot we've ever done. I think we need to
Same.
either redo it or bring it back or something.
We absolutely
made me love
need to redo
Pumpocalypse
it.
from doing that shoot.
we should redo it for Halloween, dude.
Yeah.
You guys both have the little mesh yellow
we do.
shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Do you still have yours?
Oh yeah.
Never get
Yeah.
rid of those.
No way.
I'll buy you some more. I have them bookmarked on my
no,
Amazon.
I think I've gotten like a few pairs of very short shorts through Bucked Up
Yeah.
for shoots, but no, we should definitely bring that back because pump is a great supplement that you can take on its own. Like when you would take it, not even working out, just for some brain mental clarity.
He's taken it
It's
before
so
ad
cool.
shoots before.
Bucked
'cause
Up.
I think that's
No,
what
pump.
Pumpocalypse.
Pump? Oh yeah.
Which is great. And then I love stacking it on the pre since it's non-stim.
Yeah.
You can take it on top of your pre-workout, and that is like the goated concoction. I recommend it to everybody. It'll change the way you view pre-workout.
I
In my
agreed.
opinion. Yeah, like it's the best.
Yeah, because opening up your blood vessels also helps lower your blood pressure. So, which is actually kind of an interesting fact. So when you're like in let's see, I'm doing an ad shoot, or I'm having to be in front of the camera, or I'm going out and I got an interview or something like that. Taking a little bit of pump can help lower your blood pressure, so you feel a little bit more focused during those moments.
And your veins are popping,
And
you're
your veins
looking
are
sick.
popping, and you're looking
Oh
good. and you're
yeah,
getting
that's all that
jacked.
matters.
I was gonna say he's
But,
trying to
yeah.
act like it's just to calm him down, but it's really to get
Just
the blood
relax,
pumping.
so I look incredible.
I just look just jacked.
Do you want it right now?
Oh, I'm actually
Yeah, did you
not.
take a little pump?
No,
before
I
this?
didn't. I should have though.
Yeah, next time.
I know.
Next time.
I'll-
Yeah.
Guys, I think that's all the
Gonna try.
time we had for today. Thank you guys both so much for being here, for hanging out with me. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you in the next episode of Good Morning Mother Buckers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
When, yeah, LA BB who we running with, yeah, I'm on technical.